Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting and amazing Propagandacast with your host, Imperial Dane. The one and only master propaganda heroes like defender of the fatherland. Off here to a 1v1 on Villa Fiore in the northwest. It is Lemon. Finding here for the Deutsches Afrika or the German army in the 90th Panzergrenadier Division, 3rd Panzergrenadier Company. In the southeast it is Stephenn of Australia, fighting here for America. Freedom, democracy, and liberty. Setting forth here with the US 2nd Infantry Division. We got heavy weapons, we got advanced infantry, armoured, all waiting there to be selected by Stephenn. So, as always, big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters for the continued generous and wonderful support of the Propagandacast, and a big thanks for commenting and liking on the videos. I've done immensely with the YouTube algorithms to make sure the video gets up further. We got Lemon here with a triple Panzer Pioneer opening, definitely con with some players. Stephenn has committed here 2 heavy weapons.
Riflemen are ready.
Including Pershings, 50 calibers, maybe a 3-inch gun instead of the Pershing, we'll have to see. Up north here, back slowly poking ahead here, 2nd Panzer Pioneer squad moving in here. Their pith helmets and the earlier model there, the field cap there, without the visor there attached to it. You cut off there, steady as anything goes. 3rd Panzer Pioneer squad almost down here, bike racing straight down the stairs, and avoiding crashing horribly. 4th Panzer Pioneer squad of Lemon, definitely something again you're seeing DAK players from time to time do, because they just don't feel the Panzer Grenadiers are themselves necessarily worth it, but also it just allows you to get up more squads to grab points faster. Plus, of course, you need a lot of mines, get a lot of grenade launchers with them. There's certainly a lot of argument for in there. You got the scouts encountering the bike. Unfortunately, they do so in such a manner they quickly have to withdraw. That was the first shot fired here between the two, though no actual casualty inflicted. Stephenn, of course, just quickly withdrawing there, deciding that is not worth his time. There you go. More serious engagement in the centre. Panzer quickly withdrawing here, putting back towards another squad here, so you can fight 2-on-1 here. Sharp play, of course, there by Lemon. Rifleman withdrawing. 5th Panzer Pioneer squad of Lemon. He's going hard on them. We'll be interested to see how many grenade launches and flamethrowers he goes for here. South side back pushing forwards.
Think they know we're here.
If he goes for grenade launches, I'd imagine he's going to go a lot of them, because if you get a lot of them going, you can definitely use them as very cheeky things. Another raft squad here for Stephenn.
Territory lost. All in, squad!
Some lighter skirmishes here, but things are starting to heat up more here. Both places see as much as they can, really, without having to start shooting at each other. So some munitions points and such. And there's unfortunately the map here. Panzer Pioneer withdrawing here, looks like he's coordinating a larger push. We've got 4 Panzer Pioneer squads moving in, going to go for the squad here. Rather than here, since that's in heavy cover, also the train could allow the team to get more drop up north here. I imagine here this is where Lemon thinks will be easy again, not as much heavy cover for Stephenn's right behind, allowing here Lemon to more easily leverage his larger number of Panzer Pioneers, even within a rifleman. Like joining in upon to the building. The red's nice, but of course at the same time there is this glaring flaw, which is you can just shoot through the walls there. Stephenn calls realizing this just withdraws, falling perhaps into a little trap here by Lemon. Maybe it was not a trap, but it definitely could look like one. Now we got 5 Panzer Pioneer squads. He's going for a 6th one here. Good golly, been a while since seen this many Panzer Pioneer. Weapon support in, I mean, a 30 cal is definitely going to be, I think, very welcome for Stephenn in dealing with all these German assault pioneers here, part of a Panzer division. They were typically alongside the reconnaissance troops considered the division's elite units. Fun fact. Got Rossman 5 Panzer Pioneer charging in here up north, bit of light skirmishing as well there. But we got Lemon swinging high south here, looking to leave with Stephenn's force. He also perhaps prevent a push from the field point there. Rather than getting slowly focused down here, we're not, I think, seeing any upgrades to the Panzer Pioneer. Got the 6th one around here, got a flank in here, catching Stephenn's rifleman in a pretty position. He's going to need machine guns for this, but he could also, of course, go for a half-track, so they might struggle with that as well. And there you go, got a grenade launcher on the way, and I would not be surprised if this is going to be the first of many. Definitely seems to be what Lemon is lining up for, though. The way he's moving about all of his Panzer Pioneers is one god almighty blob. Certainly also indicates he might be planning here. Getting hit by a machine gun. At least Stephenn here would, I think, be great benefit by machine gun. We'll see. There you go, wrapping up larger numbers, scouting on the building. spike also right, of course, boosting all the Panther pioneers, making this block just a bit fiercer here. When you talk about the building, needs to get out fast. Of course, the grenade also going to happen to use this building. Now at least he is yet to get the upgrade growing. Cancel it for some mines, which instead looks like it.
Assault half-tracks will lead
And we
our
do get the
force
half-track. He's not going to go
Enemy
for a 30
movement
cal
near
first
victory
here.
point.
That you can aim for. Well, an M16 would be the obvious counter, but at the same time, while he's blobbing up out, the anti-tank half-track with its barrage ability would also be
Capture the
pretty
victory point.
snazzy. Then there you go, filling up with a flak feeling half-track here. Going to make things much tougher for Stephenn. Of course, one weakness of a blobbing all like this is going to definitely show a bit more map control if Stephenn plays his cards correctly. So, things are definitely happening. Half-track almost done.
Enemy forces are converging on a fuel
North
point.
Panzer Panzer putting a mine, losing Ludwig in the process. Go. Half-track out for Stephenn. Let's see what he upgraded to. He upgraded medical station upgrade there, of course, going to need that healing for his men. Popping the scouts inside the half-track. Alright. Got Panzerjägers as well here for Lemon.
Commander, it's done.
Definitely going to provide some promise here for Stephenn's half-track, which I think encouraging anti-tank half-track more than anything to just stuff from distance. They go punching forward, trying to dig in, but strong here to push over Stephenn. Further south, German forces again pushing forwards here. And continue advancing there, go flak finling loose. Will Stephenn react to this again? From my perspective, the immediate choice would be an anti-tank half-track, but Stephenn, of course, could have other ideas. There you go, punch up your weapon, no! All considered there. For the half-track, does allow the Panzer Pioneers to get away. Close call, though. Heading down to mines, I'm debating some German light vehicles. Thumbs up, of course, they get spotted before they finish the mine.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
Where were they again?
Stephenn here. Oh, okay, there you go. Anti-tank half-track on the way there. Also one will get them engineers moved off so the opponent doesn't, like, you know, deduce there's a mine, because you suddenly see, like, units standing about like that in the middle of nowhere on the map. Manipulate their mines. It's not a bad idea to assume that maybe your opponent laid down a mine. They captain the half-track, turning into his command half-track. Men, keep fighting harder! Yes, you're over there! Looking lazy. Shoot those Germans hard, and there go punching for the half-track. Just got an upgrade, meaning you could actually quickly end up using an upgrade, meaning but the waste there. We've seen a good shot on the 250 half-track here. Back rushing ahead, he aims there for Lemon.
We're losing our capture point.
Stephenn, though, his economy continues to be in a hole. Perhaps that's the way he wants to go with this. Again, I still feel like a machine gun would be a pretty handy addition versus all these Panzer units. Flag filling happening to the base here. He's trying to repair it here. Another half for Stephenn. Freedom, democracy.
Commander, we've
Holy
lost the sector.
smokes! 3 hit points left on that thing. Talk about a close shave. Sort of, if it was any closer, his nose would be on the floor. Bounce goes the bite here. Second half track almost done there for Stephenn, Australia.
Orders coming down the pipe.
And second half track there, right around the corner, will be another anti-tank half track with the M16 or something else here that Stephenn is plotting
We must act.
within the depths of this Byzantine mine. And we got another half to go away there for Lemon. Another flak feeling. We really don't see that a lot there. Most people just tend to stick to one, maybe a little place to lose it, but seeing a DAK play to go for 2 of them at the same time is quite a sight. It's an interesting pick there out of Lemon. Very ballsy. Definitely feels like he's trying to just close this match out fast. Feeling like, you know, you can just push in aggressive enough with them. He could win this match. And this, of course, could leave an opening for seems like, you know, if back he does overcommit here with them. That means this is an opportunity for Stephenn, or, you know, big problem there. Good shot here. Panzer going for the half track here. Second half track ready. No sign of upgrades for that one yet. Yeah, didn't have enough support here for it. So the Panzer more to go for it. forced out of there. Nice save here for Stephenn. Close though.
Territory isolated.
Feels a bit more luck than sense in there. The other half in deep trouble. Once isolated, didn't realise he not get bum rushed here, I think. And losing his M3 half track. Ending up trading a half track for a half track, except I'm fairly certain Stephen's cost a bit more than that 250, which Lemon, for all intents and purposes, kind of got for free there with the Panzerjägers. Now the Bazooka team there for Stephenn to force up into those half tracks. He's probably not expecting those two flak-filling half
The enemy
tracks.
have taken territory from us.
I'd be surprised if he did. That probably was from the pinpilling of the opponent a bunch of times. Bob's got withdrawing here. They got 134 to 145. Now the Bazooka team there for Stephenn.
Defend our victory point. We're losing
South
it.
side back pushing in there. Even feeling the heat here out of Lemon.
Reports of enemy
Deutschland.
movement near our victory point.
One grenade launcher there. Hopefully he goes for any more. Father,
One of
only
our
one.
sectors is now in enemy hands. Enemy movement near a victory point.
We got the word, gentlemen. Tools down. Prepare work.
Getting things ready. And
They
a
have
motor
taken our
pool for
victory point.
Stephenn. I imagine that's going to be entertaining guns. Maybe a Chaffee, though, to help hunt down these flak-feeling half-tracks could be a very strong choice.
50 cal
Especially
machine
since,
gun
I mean,
for
Lemon
position.
only has a pair of anti-tank rifles to stop any, like, you know, heavier light vehicle like the Chaffee, so that could be an option here to Stephenn to consider, but of course, just go with it. Got 50 cals there. Not we have seen a single 30 cal though yet.
A victory point is under attack. We must act.
Looks like he's going to focus on the left-hand side rather than going straight for the Pershing or the inch gun. Most indicates going to go for to focus on, like, you know, just making support weapons better, like upgraded squad sides for them. Nice shot there. We got more grenade launches here out from Lemon's Panzer Pioneers. Keeps things up the Panzer Pioneers pushing that fuel point. Stevens economy definitely taking a few hits here out of Lemon.
The fuel point is being lost.
Salvage selected there, meaning you can start salvaging this.
Sector
And
gone.
there's
We
resources.
must take it back.
I'm going to give Lemon a bit of extra manpower and fuel there. The Thorn there for Stephenn.
Sector lost. No
Also the
contact.
cool deep double flak power. That's some heavy DAK there out of Lemon and Deutschland. Panzer's appearing though, ambushing here. Stephenn can take half track, trying to knock it out. It's going to be a headache and a half here for Stephenn. Far up north, he kept Mrs. Panzer Pioneer getting back that fuel point that Lemon's so rudely cut off. And left neutral.
Let's tackle the job.
So Stephenn's base, not really bringing out with the sound new stuff. Okay, we do get a grand here out of Stephenn, focusing both infantry and vehicles. Interesting point there. Choice, I think most players are going for Chaffies again to just hard counter the opponents like vehicles and to tank guns, but Stephenn does go for the Greyhound, which isn't terrible against other enemy light vehicles, obviously not as great as Chaffee, but of course also have to do with the infantry, so there's a sort of logic to it. Certainly it was not my expected choice there, that is Stephenn. That makes for a nice surprise.
All riflemen squads are being upgraded with
Stephenn with the BARs. Rounding automatic rifle limit, bringing almost down here for Stephenn.
We've lost control of the sector.
Brings in, of course, with some more mobile firepower here. Couple of flak films working together here against Stephenn. Got the grenade launch there, taking out poor Bobby. Even as the scouts are charging forwards.
We've lost the territory sector.
Far south there, I think seems about to put an end here to that bike team there. 50 cal armoured sides goes on the way there. A few bits happening here. Panzerman's caught here in the south. Quick, get a wipe here with the BAR's mine hit there. Mines, laying down mines. There you go. Got a wipe here. Thumbs up to Stephenn. Up north here, Panzer Pioneers one chops up. So the rifle beats a grenade launcher. There you go. Double flanking go for the anti-tank halfback. Definitely impressively outgunned here. Just in terms of sheer volume of output.
Our half track is
And there you go, lost the anti-tank half track. Could have had some bazooka team supporting that one, but I guess it wasn't anticipating to get hit that hard.
The victory point is under
South
attack.
side back down as well here. So pretty brutal to lose a anti-tank half-track like that. We got Martyrs here on the way for Lemon, having gone from the Mechanized Company just for the glorious Martyr 3, the early model. Defeated a converted Soviet anti-tank gun mounted on the Czechoslovakian chassis. Start seeing them with the M1 anti-tank as well. There's still no 30 cals, 50 cals. And we're not really seeing much much else out the battle group.
Territory sector claimed by the enemy.
Got Lemon with Panzerstorm.
Fresh boots.
On the south here, pumping grab Rouse Corp chop with Panzer Pioneer, Stephenn at one side engagement in favour of Stephenn. More Panzer Pioneers here for Lemon. He's definitely focused on them. He's definitely lost some of them. He's lost 2 squads, and in fact he's lost both the ones with grenade launchers. Bombs going off there. There you go, double flak filling in there. Engineers need to get out of there. If they get caught laying down mines per 2 flak filling half-tracks, they're going to get annihilated.
Strategic point is being claimed.
Make no mistake, there's going to be nothing left to bury. 5th Panzer Pioneer squad here for Lemon. Both players still
Enemy movement near a victory point.
holding back on their battle group decisions. Got the Marder 3 there, early model ready.
Find some damn cover.
They've captured a victory point.
Another Panzer Pioneer squad here for Lemon, going back to the total of 6.
We must pull this back. We're down to 300 points.
300 points left for Stephenn. Marder 3 shoots, Swift, Panzer 6 moving up. They definitely hit though. Trouble here to good shots. In theory, except most of them miss. 2 of these get through in the end, construction back to the white. I didn't see the kind of about them. Gets lucky though that Lemonade does not finish them off. But they're getting absolutely pinned down there. It's just all of that twin mortar cannon fire just forced them into the dirt and it's the concrete.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
196 was 134.
They have taken our victory point.
Good shooting there by the anti-tank gun on the Marder 3 there. Bringing them forward once more, spotting the captain's advance. Probing right and south here both sides. Sounds like the Stephenn might be going for the Pershing after all, perhaps having reassessed the situation as things have progressed. Armoured, they quickly back to the flak feeling further south here. Panzer Pioneers overcome by another squad of GIs with a BX. What will happen next? Sandbags and Bartwell here out of Lemon.
Point. We're losing it.
Shifting most of the weight here. Mechanized side, I think, southwards.
A victory point is under attack. We must
Panzer
act.
spotted right, and there go route squad. They're just being hammered with the 2 halfbacks. Screening for assistance. In the centre, bazooka team, they're trying to flush away the
A
Germans,
victory
but
point is under enemy control.
giving
now.
it a tall order for them. Trying to, I think, surprise here Lemon's light column there. Feeling force, one of these things, good shot, then the flag feeling, getting a lot of damage on the ground in turn. Anti-tank didn't finish it off, the veterans were activated. Again, not activated. Bison is, things go a bit awkward here. Lemon does withdraw as well, they're not risking on the anti-tank, which makes sense. Panzer Pioneer holding the line here with a Kar-98, both action rifles. Chaffee's on the way for Stephenn to help deal with the larger light vehicle on the Allen Lemon. Make a fair bit of sense there. Panzer Pioneers pushing for that southern point again, spotting one swirling down to Stephenn, thumbs up. Stephenn stand for behind victory points, definitely something he probably sounds like plan to regain.
Commander,
It's a bit
we
off.
have a large amount of command points available.
And he's got 7 command points going back there like alongside the with 5, almost 6. Do feel like they could be doing a bit more there. Again, for Stephenn, feels like
They've captured a victory
Pershing
point.
tanks have been prepared.
Crates of grenades are on their way to us.
Grenades now. We've got the Chaffee out, the M24 Chaffee light tank. Fairly late design. We see service from Atkins in a bit more defense. Unfortunately, the war.
Reload, goddammit! Incoming!
So we hit some of the Armoured free there. Black things moving in, just blast away there.
Requisitioning grenades for the front line.
Grenade research done.
Rifles losing integrity!
We've got the internet blasting away. Smoke deployed. Of course, he's also going for the visibility there on his vehicles. Health, top of the
The
smoke.
enemy have taken territory from us.
Korean swinging in there, Martafield moving in. Chaffee going for it. Shoots semi-con cannon there. Oh, he's going to lose the Chaffee. He's not expecting to take this much damage here.
Been knocked out.
Clearly not anticipating the punch there, so the fight. He loses the ground as well here. That is a pretty brutal blow here for Stephenn. It'll be tactically unfortunate development there. Feels a bit like a misplay there. Not entirely sure what he imagined there. Like initially, maybe you can sort of see it then sending the Greyhound into all that. Is definitely
Enemy
a
movement
call.
near a victory point.
Though what led to it, of course, is tougher to say. Nearly had some idea, maybe it was a misclick, maybe it was something else entirely. But we've got the Panzerbeat commander here for a Lemon.
Victory point now under enemy control.
Find some damn cover!
Had have been some more supporting elements for what I think we worked out, but just those two on their own.
Picking us apart!
It's not going to work out, unfortunately. Up north here, Captain almost got the flak feeling half back. But not, I think, better for the health upgrade. It probably has
Commander,
been gone.
lost the sector.
Healthy Rascals, the Panther Pioneers could see a YP inflicted on them. Down to 2 men still on health here.
It's on, boys!
Oh dear, not quite paying attention to this extra opportunity. Good luck for Lemon. Very good luck. 9 versus 8. Still not much happening with abilities. Both players just sort of sitting about with them. About the South of Rascal trying to get the southern victory point as the fight in the centre. Just keeps getting hotter and hotter here. Almost got the engineer squad. Exiting half to there, forcing back up the tank gun, forcing the flak feeling half tank. So these might just squish those two together.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory
Panther
point.
Pioneer holding up the line here with their Carnot TKs and their grenade launcher. The Nazi Booster.
They have taken our victory point.
Lemon strength to orbital service might be a tight thing, might just prepare the fall, we'll have to see. Those two certainly seems like the most likely candidates here to Lemon. As for Stephenn, yeah, this is definitely starting to feel like the Persian tour. We lost those two light vehicles. Stephenn, of course, may have decided that, you know, the Persian's probably his best bet to turn this round against Lemon. So, we'll of course have to see if this is actually the case or not.
What's next? Give him an answer, boys!
Half-tracks can be converted rapidly
Yeah.
in the field.
With that ability, he's definitely going to go for me. He needs one more command point. He's pretty much got the map. He needs a bit more fuel, and then he can call in the Persian heavy tank here with Lemon. So, Stephenn's definitely got a plan lined up here. And for Lemon again, out of the pen for the Tiger tank, considering the
Defend our
fact
victory point.
that,
We're
well, he
losing
has
it.
researched it, alongside a lot of other abilities, by the way. He's yet to call in the Panda for already, so
The victory point
I
has
think
fallen into
Lemon
enemy
he is
control.
holding out for a Tiger tank, relying on just the lead he's got here with Stephenn, victory points wise, such,
Jesus
but you
H.
know,
Christ!
just hold out for the Tiger tank. Obviously risky, in particular, see if he gets out of his Pershing
have a
notably
mortar
fast,
team
at which
ready
point
for
Lemon's
orders.
going to find his little strategy in countering some obstacles. Difficulties. But
One of our
we'll
strategic
have to
points
see.
is under attack.
Find cover! Keep your damn head down!
Got the scouts poking ahead here. South flank if they're pretty
Territory
proactive.
point is
Panzer
no
starting
longer
out
under our
here.
control.
Team find the northern flank here slowing down. And they actually got a mortar up for Stephenn as well, I just noticed here on top of the anti-tank, probably with some light support. Though, no 30 cals, which makes the choice of the 50 cal a bit weird, because if he hadn't picked it at that stage, he would have been on now having selected the Persian ability, though. Considering resources, that may of course just be past it. But the assault in the centre goes on here using smoky tops to get the line of fire, the factories and such. Good there. So, in an argument, he may actually want to consider the mortar earlier just for that purpose here. You're hitting the fuel pump behind end lines. Check your play there by Lemon. Oh, he's not going to really slow down the Pershing at this point. He's like right about to hit it. Command points wise, resource wise. Don't think it's going to matter too much there.
A fuel point is being seized by the enemy.
So the team pulls off the center here. So the South Routes got here about to meet German doom in the form of an East flak feeling half track. It's definitely not something you want to encounter with your infantry. Going to third, versus 88. It's 10 Cordy on their own, trying to get the fuel point back, but got a Panther Pilot coming in here, making that much more difficult. That's going to force him to draw even more forces just to secure the fuel point. Grab it. Getting that one Panther Pilot, because there's a fair amount of this damage that he's even in a sense. Just applying a lot of pressure. Put it. Another anti-tank for Stephenn. Still needs one more command point there for the Pershing. With the pressure's being applied on him, he's definitely going to need another anti-tank. As for Lemon, he is not far away from the Titan tank either. He's very, very close.
Down to 200 points.
Stunned. 196 to 388. And encountering some issues.
Tank crews reporting in.
184 to 388. Clock is seeing Stephenn. He's so close to the Pershing now. You can almost taste it, which does make the question, how does Stephenn know what Pershing tastes like? Anyways, Panther being hammered here. American assault down underway. Engineers, scouts back up. Bazooka team here. Anti-tank there in a slight bit of trouble here, exposed. Got the Panther being drawn, clearing out the mines here. Quick response to light vehicles. These light vehicles have been a massive issue for Stephenn. Like, double flak filling definitely has some risks, but if you make it work, it's really quite potent. But now Stephenn is very, very close to the Pershing heavy too. 70%. Got the command points, got the resources, and Bob's run for the Pershing is out. That's going to be a headache there for Lemon for the time being, except he's got his side tank out at the same time as well. So there's two heavy tank boys running at the same time. There's support from the 5th Schwerer Panzer Pylon, Peter Schwerer Panzer Kompanie. Panther Pilot is in trouble. Here's the Pershing swings forward, definitely much faster than the Tiger tank here. Great shot on the Panzer Jägers. Flak King having deep trouble. Aiming for a wipe here. And taking out the feeling. I think that actually makes more sense if Stephenn considering like how much nuisance it is. Breaking the off controlling Stephenn's infantry. Almost got it though, but time signaling in. Black King have to down, finally scored a hit on them. Good shot from Armada. Up north here we got the back pushed off. The south flank feeling they're about to be prepared while Graham is on the victory point. 120 it was 388. 13 points floating for Lemon. He just doesn't care about anything else about it, at least for the time being. Picks up the Pershing.
Point is under enemy control now.
Make sure he counts the enemy at full health. Maybe not. Probably sensing an easy target with the second flak feeling half deck. And of course I think Lemon realising here this is an easy target for the Pershing in the second one. The centre tank team held back here, anti-tank into the Bazooka fire. Pershing strikes, Panther Pilot to withdraw here, flak feeling also just should get out of there. Getting lucky there, the Lemon. Pershing shot goes wide, and there you go, flak feeling half withdrawing. But Stephenn here is about to get a triple captain on Lemon.
Beginning research.
And we get Bazooka upgrades. More rocket upgrades, mines being laid down. Pershing quick responding or precision to the centre, and that way quick respond to both the south and the north for relative ease depending on where Lemon strikes. So of course strike to the centre is easy. But we see there, Lemon quickly heading northwards here. Panzerjäger's Panzerponies and Armada supported by the Tiger tank and the main pop for his Panzerponies as well there. Team Northern flank is definitely also his weakest, and this is going to work out excellently. Pershing is responding, but there's not a lot of support forward. Here before Stephen's going to bring in more reinforcements to the northern flank. 150 to 66. Mines being tossed down.
They have taken our victory point.
Bombs arrive from the move here. Stephen swinging more force north to respond to the fact, probably realising most of his punch force in the north. Flag 36 for Lemon, and we actually got some more selections of the battle group. Down with that. Flame for a tank. And of course the lighter there, that most of them don't appear there. Black 36 Martyr sneaking forwards here. Nice here, they're almost taking out the Panzer Pioneers. Actually, a rear shot there on the tank on the Martyr, who does the same thing to the Pershing. I guess it kind of.
Sector gone. We must take it back.
And Flak 36 has arrived here alone, bringing more big guns to tame the American heavy armor.
It's ready to spend.
In 15 to 1537. Stephen maintains strong control here.
That's our calling.
Pershing fixed up.
Where's that coming from? Enemy infantry!
Repeating around it.
Enemy contact! Where's he at?
British swinging anything southwards, it seems. Martyrs, Flak 36 like thing as well there.
We're losing it.
Lemon is definitely no slouch in the infantry in trouble here. Back on bring their treble cap. Stephen laying down more mines. He's attempting to lay down more mines. I think they can hold it.
We're losing the territory point.
So,
Enemy contact.
what is Stephen going to go for next here? See there, Lemon being the best likely to slow down. Stephen's attempting getting a triple cap going. Going in mid aggressive and recklessly almost. There you go, Panzerplanes doing Ludwig and Friedrich. Ludwig, Friedrich! You're gone! That's a dead Fjorgens. Don't know that.
Further training will improve the survivability of our infantry in the field.
And survival training there for Stephen. Then going to make his stuff a bit tough to clear
Sector's
out.
been overrun. It's theirs now.
Looks at the triple cam again here. 150 Mr. 305. Into mine. Good line course there.
300 points remaining for the
Stephen,
Germans.
thumbs up. The Flak 36 there, though,
Training course is complete.
remains a bit of a potent threat to the Pershing, though.
Reports of enemy
Not so
movement
much
to our
else.
victory point.
Armored cab. Cover him!
And we got a flamethrower tank out of Lemon as well.
Victory point has fallen into enemy
No
control.
Panzer III, just a flamethrower tank, which is an interesting pick, isn't it? You said you almost think you just actually go for a command chain then to boost his target tank, for example. Flamethrower tank here definitely feels like a neat choice. Getting hammered by the anti-tank gun, no arm piercing around the ability there.
The crowd's just wiped out a bazooka squad.
The Bazooka team there absolutely just swatted there by the Tiger tank. And I tried to make him run here for the Flak 36 knocked out here. No, Martyr 3 draws away the fire here. Perhaps intentionally, perhaps not. Almost got it, but all that health upgrades of course does make the Martyr 3 more durable. Pershing going for it. He wants that Martyr gone if possible. They're getting flanked here with the Flak 36. Got the Martyr, but the Pershing is in line of fire. We got the Tiger move as well here. Quickly attracted Tatler here by Stephen. Playing for a tank there, getting a grenade off there on the rear. The Pershing is in deep trouble here. Stephen's judgment here faltered for a moment, and then of course Lemon have to punish him. Almost got the flame for a tank here, but the Pershing is down first. Got the flame for a tank, but that's definitely not an equal trade.
Anti-tank gun is out of action.
Brutal loss there for Stephenn. From the anti-tank gun, Tiger tank reaching veteran 2. He's technically not far off from another Pershing, but will Stephenn be able to survive for that long? Because Lemon is sure to just push forwards after being knocked out the Pershing. And Stephenn taking so many losses as well here. This is looking pretty aggressively uncomfortable for Stephenn. Anti-tank guns being cleared out again. That means he's got no anti-tank guns. Which means, on top of losing all his bazooka teams, he has no actual way of stopping the Tiger tank. Which is definitely bad news.
Victory point now under enemy control.
Like, best that theoretically you can do is like slam it with anti-tank grenades, but not exactly the ideal solution. This really turned ugly for Stephenn in a matter of moments. That was just one bad push there, and we got another flame for a tank of Lemon. Still no command tanks. Rather than getting mauled, others diving in. Only to run into the flame for after taking a few moments. Stephenn, though, is getting close to second Pershing, but doesn't matter much.
Enemy forces are converging on a fuel point.
We'll have to see. Rifle in trouble there. Deep trouble. We do get a chaff here for Stephenn. I mean, he's definitely giving up on the Pershing, but at the same time, I don't think a chaff is going to be particularly helpful against what Lemon has got against him.
Barracks taking fire.
Flame for a tank just roasting everything that's trying to exit the base here. Play them a Lemon. Ruthless and sinister. Teague advancing in with his 80mm gun.
Territory point is no longer under our control.
Not looking great. We got the Flak 56 up here outside Stephenn's space as well.
Cutting it close.
Causing only more anguish and pain here for the Americans.
Chappie has arrived.
He's about to get wiped out.
Lost our frontline engineers.
And there he goes. Got the Chaffee up. But again, I do have to question what would I be able to achieve under current circumstances here against Lemon.
Off a sector.
Stephen's situation, unfortunately,
They've captured a victory point.
looks very, very difficult to recover from. Maybe he can do it, I don't know, but I do not like his odds, I think, is the way to put it. I suppose he might be trying to hold up for the Pershing now, but
Additional M26 Pershings await orders.
he's been running out of victory points pretty fast here.
We have 75 points remaining.
University of the water, thumbs up to that at least. South side, oh yeah, Stephenn concedes, giving up the match, realizing the fight is over. A nasty battle there. Lemon definitely got a good lead there with a double flak feeling half track. Stephenn certainly somewhat caught off guard by that. Then, of course, also Lemon's ability just to upgrade them to make them faster and much harder to knock out certainly also played a role then just stymieing Stephenn's ability to deal with them. Though, again, there were also, I think, some tactical errors here and there that just end up giving Stephenn, like, some massive setbacks that just made things tougher for him. So, I think had he avoided those, he probably would have been much better position to correct your one. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. This is Imperial Lynching. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.